Hey everyone, my name is Juna Lee. I'm a diamond coach with Miss Fit Republic, Flexi Fit Club, and the co-founder of Fit to Shine. I am going to be doing a little training on how to create ads from your like page. I've had a lot of coaches on my team asking about how to do that, and so I figured I'd make a little video for y'all. This is going to be a little lengthier because there is quite a bit that goes into creating an ad initially, but once you get everything set up, you should be able to easily go into all your saved things to create your ads. So ads are very different from boosting your posts on your like page. Boost just means that it gets put out there more times to other people, whether they're people who like your page or friends of friends or things like that. Whereas an ad is more targeted. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to screen share. And hopefully you'll be able to see if I go back here. Okay, so starting from your Facebook page, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the little upside down triangle or little arrow, whatever you want to call it, and you'll get the drop down menu. You're going to want to go to Manage Ads. So as soon as you click on that, it'll pop up. I already pulled up everything, so hopefully nothing wrong happens while we're going through this. So click on Manage Ads. You're going to see this page, and you're going to probably look at it and think, what the heck is this? But basically, it is showing you the ads that you created. Obviously, if you've never created an ad, you probably won't have anything showing up here, but it'll show you the campaign name, whether it's active or inactive. Right now, I have no ads running whatsoever. How many people actually engaged on your post, how many people it reached, how much it cost. The lower the cent, the dollar amount, the better it is. So you want to get it as low as possible. So 5 cents is fantastic. Anything below about 11 cents is great, but the lower the better. How much you actually spent on that ad, and we'll talk about that more when we go to create it. And you can do an end date, but it is ideal to just keep it ongoing, and then you go in and basically cancel the ad when you are all done putting it out there. Up here you can see how much I spent each day, and since February 27th I have not spent anything because I don't have any ads running. The first big thing, and this is going to be the thing that takes a little longer than everything else, is going to Tools right up here at the top. Click on that and click on Audience Insights. This is where you're going to actually target the audience that you want to reach. So once that is up, it'll look like this. This is your Audience Insights page. You're going to get a little pop-up. Choose an audience to start. You're going to want to pick everyone on Facebook. Now again, you're probably looking at this and you're thinking, geez, there's so much going on here. Let's break it down and keep it as simple as possible. Left-hand side, create your audience. United States, you can add in Canada if you wanted to. You don't have to. I usually don't. Eventually I might, but you can add that in. And then you can see you have all of Canada, all of the United States. If you don't want Canada, you just exit it out and just keep it to United States. Your age, ideally, you want to stick with anywhere between 24 and about 45. I usually tend to stick around age 40. I'm only 31, so I like to kind of stick to the middle, or I'm in the middle, so I try to stick to either end there. I prefer to reach out to women more than women and men, or just men. That's just me. You choose who you would like to target. And then the interests part, this is where you are going to spend a lot more time. Before we get to this interest box, take a look up here where it says new audience. Right now it says 35 million to 40 million monthly active people. When we start targeting our audience, you're going to see this number change, and I want you to focus on it until it's about 1 million, give or take. 1 million is your ideal number to reach. because then it's not so broad, but it's not so narrowed down to specific people. You want to reach about 1 million different people within your target audience. So the other thing is you want to take this off of demographics and you want to put this, click on page likes, because you're going to find your target audience through other like pages, because those people, if they like a certain page, they're most likely going to like whatever you have to offer. So when your ad runs through their news feed, they're going to be more likely to click on it and to engage on that post. So if we go into interest, maybe we could say something as broad as running, and we'll click on running. So now you see it's right there. Fitness and wellness is an interest in running. And you're actually going to scroll down until you see page likes and click on affinity so that it goes by number. Right now it kind of looks low. What's up, buddy? I'll put it on in a minute, buddy. Sorry, guys. Listen.
The fairy's going on a waterfall.
Oh, on a waterfall? Hey, buddy, can you go back out there and I'll come out in a minute?
Yeah. They're heading to a muddy river.
Okay.
Now, the purple fairy got sick and they got sing. Just make a bulky.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I'll be right there, okay?
Now, the fairy tried to pull him out, but
Mommy's going to record some more, so you need to sit quietly. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. So you're going to have your page likes over here, and you're going to see different titles. You can click on the title, and it'll pop up to the actual page. And then you can see just how many people actually like this page. It's called the Fitness Tea Company, which sounds more like they're in sales more than anything. So this might not be the best example to show you, but you can look at their posts and you can see that, okay, 536 people have liked or loved this post, 35 shares, people are commenting on it. So there's a lot of engagement on some of these posts, which means it's a good site. And like we saw, there were over 500,000 people who like this page. So then when you go back to your, go back to your audience insights, you can actually put in the Fitness Tea Company as an interest. And guess what? It's not going to pop up. That will happen. Just because you have a like page that looks good doesn't mean that it's going to pop up for you to put into your interests. So let's try the next one. Hippie Runner Functional Runwear. So let's take a look at that one. Okay, so again, over 800,000 people like this page. Let's look at how many people are engaged. 143 people have liked it. Lots of comments. Some are a little less, so it might not get as much traction as you might like. But let's just, for purposes to keep it simple, we'll type it in. So it's called Hippie Runner Functional Runwear. And let's see if it comes up. It does not come up. Okay, so like I said, this is the part that's going to take you the longest, okay? Right now we still just have running as one of our interests, and I'm gonna take you back to the top to show you. The number has changed from that 35 million to 40 million or whatever the number was. Now it's at 9 million to 10 million. So it has come down significantly, but again, remember, we want this number to be around 1 million. So we still have a ways to go. So we're gonna keep going. Simple Addiction, again, you can open it up, you can take a look at it. Over 400,000 people like it. Not a ton of activity on there. posts, but again, just for your purposes to show you, we'll give it a try and see if it comes up. Simple addiction. There it is. Okay, so it does come up. So now we have simple addiction as an additional entry into your interests. That will change the number at the top sometimes. I guess it didn't for this case. So 9 million to 10 million. Since running is so broad, let's take that out and just keep it to simple addiction. And you can see now it's lower significantly, 300,000 to 350,000. That's great. You want to be able to have room to build up to 1 million. So you want to be able to have as many interests related to running or whatever your target audience is. It could be teachers. It could be, I mean, for me, I'm a teacher. And so I relate to women who are teachers, who are pregnant, because I just had a baby a few weeks ago. You know, people who are wine lovers. I love my wine. So it doesn't have to be related to health and fitness per se. So again, you're going to spend a lot of extra time going through these like pages related to certain categories that you are interested in, reaching certain people who are also interested in. So you can keep going through all these like pages as you go. You type it in, see if it comes up under the interest, and just get as close to 1 million as possible. And then when you have created your ideal audience, you're going to come to the top. Don't forget to do this. You spent a lot of time putting together these interests. You want to save it. So then it'll come up. You will put in your audience name. You'll save it. And then that way it's there for the next time when you want to create an ad. You can just simply click on the audience title instead of having to go through all of this again. Okay. So you can do this as many different times as you need to create different audiences. My audiences might be different if I'm looking to reach some new potential coaches, or new challengers for my challenge group, or new people for my free groups, things like that. So audience insights, I hope this made sense. If not, message me. I am more than happy to go through audience insights with you all. So I'm just going to close this out. So now we're back at the ads manager page. This is now, once your audience has been created, you're going to click on Power Editor. Okay, so right here at the top, you'll click on that. It'll pop up. And again, if you've never created an ad, you are not going to have all of these titles here for campaign names. Okay, I've created a lot of different campaigns over the last year plus that I've been coaching. So once you're here, this is where you're going to click on Create Campaign. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't do that yet. Let me just scroll back. Let me just make sure this is okay. So sometimes you won't have a page that looks normal. So just a heads up, you might need to click on this little settings over at the right, and you might need to click on what is called, let me see if I can move this, Reset Power Editor. And that way it will load properly. If it doesn't look right to you, that's what you want to click on. So the little settings, Reset Power Editor. Most of the time it will load properly for you, okay? You always, and I must have done this already, so you know what? I'm going to close this out and do this again for y'all. So you'll click on Power Editor from the Ads Manager page. Once it loads, it'll come up with everything. There's usually, I guess because I did it, at the top, guys, there's going to be something that says Download Power Editor. You're always going to want to click on that whenever you log in or get onto Power Editor. So you're going to click on this little thing at the top that says Download to Power Editor every single time you go to create an ad. This will reboot everything. I already did that before I started the video, so I'm sorry that you don't see it right now. So once you're in here, click on Create Campaign. This is where you're going to come up with the name of your campaign. So imagine, I always use this as an example because for some people it's so confusing. What's a campaign? What's an ad set? What's an ad? Your campaign is like the President of the United States, the highest level there is. So you're just going to basically come up with your title for your ad. So it might be Recruiting New Coaches. Okay. Keep it as auction, but your objective is going to change to page post engagement. You want people to engage on your posts, whether it's to like it, comment, share, mostly to comment because you want people to say that they're interested in learning more. So page post engagement. And then you're going to choose an ad set. So you want to make sure that box is checked. You're going to take the same title that you just made, Recruiting New Coaches. Keep the ad set name, which I always relate the ad set to like the vice president. So your campaign is the president, your ad set is the vice president. Keep them the same names. Don't do anything with create new ad. Keep that blank for now and click create. And what this will do is it will create your campaign and your ad set. So right now here it is, creating campaign, recruiting new coaches. This is a screen that pops out from the right-hand side. It might be slightly different for other people depending on what internet you use or maybe even your computer. So there's nothing that you should have to change. You just want to double check that it says recruiting new coaches. Your objective is page post engagement. Then you can push this screen back to the right. You'll click on the campaign name. It's already checked. I didn't check it myself. Click on that. And now you see over here where it says campaigns. Now it's highlighted on the ad set. So now we're under our ad set with the same new name, Recruiting New Coaches. I'm going to pop the screen back out over here on the right. So now it says at the top, creating ad set, recruiting new coaches. This is where you're going to put in the dollar amount that you're willing to spend each day, okay? So that's my daily budget. If you wanted to, you could do a lifetime budget, but that is a little different. So basically keep it as a daily budget that you're willing to spend each day. The amount that was suggested in one of Jessie Regan's trainings was $3. I sometimes play around with it and do like $2.50, but $3 is ideal. So that means that in 5 days you'd spend $15. So if you want to run it for a week, you choose to do that. If you want to run it for less, you choose to do that. You don't have to do anything with the schedule. Again, in Jessie's training, it was recommended to let it run and you cancel it when you're ready. So don't put an end time and date on this. But then your next box down is your audience. This is where we were in Audience Insights when we were creating our target audience. So now if you click on your new audience, you should have a saved audience that you created. I have lots because I played around with this for so many different times. So my best ones, the ones that actually work for me now are towards the bottom. So I have like a bridal audience when I did a bridal boot camp. I have a girl boss audience when I was looking for my new coaches. I have teachers, fit moms, for moms, fitness, women, fabkids.com, because those were the people that I related to most when I was looking for new challengers. So like the campaign name is Recruiting New Coaches, I might click on my Girl Boss audience that I had saved from the Girl Boss Insights. And that will show me that, again, I had chosen United States, age 24 to 40, female, English, and then these were the interests when I was looking at the page likes. This is what I ended up putting in to get me to that 1 million mark. So I have like Ebates, cashback, and coupons because I love that website and I know other moms would and other women out there who like to shop online. I'm a Kohl's girl. I'm a music teacher. I look into weight loss, fitness, and wellness. I'm a, I desire to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to relate to other stay-at-home moms. I'm looking to lose weight for the summer, pregnancy, when I was pregnant, stay-at-home mommy, elementary teacher, etc., etc. You can always go back and edit that audience if you want to add or take away something from your saved audience, so you can always change it if you need to. Continue scrolling down. You do not need to have all of these checked. Jesse Reagan's training suggested only needing mobile newsfeed. Everybody is on their phone nowadays. You don't have to worry about Instagram. You don't have to worry about desktop, anything like that. Keep it simple. Mobile newsfeed, it does not adjust your numbers of people you're reaching. Everybody's on mobile device. The other boxes, you don't even have to change anything. So basically just focus on setting your audience and your budget. $3, $2.50, whatever you feel like spending each day. Then at the top, right here, where it says create ad, view ad, you're going to actually create your ad right now. So I will create ad. It will have the same campaign name, the same ad set name, but now you need to come up with your ad name. So again, to keep it simple, recruiting, can I spell? Recruiting. Okay, so we're gonna keep the same name, all three. It just makes it easy. So click on create. So now you're in the page, the pop out, whatever it is, for creating your actual ad. So your destination, Facebook page, you're going to want to click on personal and whatever the name of your like page is. If you have multiple, which I don't know if you can, maybe you can, but mine is Fit Mama Coach Junalee Arkema. This will bring up all my posts that I have on my like page, but you can create an ad with a post that is already on your like page, or what I'm going to show you is what's called a dark post. These are posts that don't actually show up on your like page. These are kind of like behind the scenes ads. So when you create this ad, it's not going to show on your like page. Okay, this is going to show up on other people, your target audience's newsfeed. It might even show up on yours. I have seen mine pop up on my newsfeed before. So once you click on this, you can do your select a post from your like page if you wanted to, or you can create an ad. Okay, hold on, buddy. So when you go to create an ad, it gives you a text box. You can type in your whole spiel that you want to say. So it might say, you know, something that captures their attention, say recruiting or looking for moms who are desiring to do more than being a stay-at-home mom. Whatever your title is, you type it in there. Then you can select your image. You can even do a video, you guys. So it doesn't have to be an image. You can change it to video, and you can select your video. So it has to be saved on your computer, but videos do get a lot of great traction. So sometimes a video is the best way to go, but a picture also captures people's attention as they're scrolling through. Remember, people are scrolling on their phones very quickly, and they're looking for something to capture their attention. So you want a very clear picture, a bright picture, something that stands out from everybody else's. So you're going to want to find a picture that is ideal for your ad. So then let's say I have my girl bosses wanted for my new coaches. It will show up over here eventually. Here it is. I haven't put anything in the text, but if I did, let's say, I'll say looking for more in life. I don't know off the top of my head. But then you can write your whole ad, and it'll start to show up. It'll give you a preview of what you're actually typing and what your picture would look like. Okay. So then that's what people would see as they're scrolling through on Facebook. So let's say that you get your whole ad created. You like your picture or your video, you love your text, you like everything. Hold on, honey. And everything looks good to you. So this is where I want you to pay close attention. You can either call it good if this is all you want to do is create one ad to reach one specific audience, or you can keep the same ad with the same text, the same picture, and you can reach other target audiences that you created in the audience insights. So if that's what you want to do, you go back to ad sets. Okay, so again, over here on the left-hand side, you have campaigns, ad sets, your ad, go back to ad sets. Click on whatever one, which is already clicked on, and come up here where it says duplicate. You have two little squares. Click on that, and it's going to duplicate. You're going to keep the same campaign name, Recruiting New Coaches. Click Create. It's going to duplicate the ad set that you have already created, okay? So it'll have everything the same, $3 budget. But let's say instead of doing another same post to create your girl boss audience, change it to a different audience so you're reaching more people. Maybe I'll want to reach people who are teachers, moms, for moms, that audience that I have, okay? Everything else should be the same, mobile newsfeed, nothing else has to be on there. I hope you can still hear me over my son making some noise back here. And then you don't have to click Create Ad because it's already here. Now you have two ad sets, and now we have two ads, okay? So this is the new one, Recruiting New Coaches. It's going to be identical to what you just created for your first ad. You can change the text if you want to. I usually don't, unless it's a really different audience that I'm going after. But you can even change the image for this specific ad. It can have the same text that you're looking for new coaches, but you could change the image, okay? I hope this is not too confusing. This is where you can play around to reach more people. They are now two different ads. My son is playing soccer right now. Joshua, please go play in the family room. Thank you. So you can create different pictures, different texts, and it'll show up as two different ads, okay? You can do as many as you want, you guys. This is where you're going to see which ad or ads get the best price for your value. So remember I said anything below 11 cents is great. Some of my ads were like 5 cents. That's what you're looking for. You want to see which ones are the lowest and keep them running for that full week or whatever you're looking, however long you're looking to run them. So once you're done creating your ads, you're going to click on all of your ads, ad sets, and your campaign. Okay, so everything has been checked. Campaign, ad sets, ads. This is where you're going to, excuse me, gotta find it. I guess this is a little different from the other version. I think there used to be a button up here that said upload. Maybe it's this, review changes. Sorry guys, I didn't look into this ahead of time. I think this is it. So you're going to want to upload, and it says review changes now instead of upload. I don't know why they changed the name of that. Now you have your one campaign, okay, but your two ad sets or 3 or 4 or 5, however many you've made for your different audiences that you want to reach, different people, and then your ads, whether it's the same picture, same text, or different pictures, same text, different text, same picture, whatever you're looking to do. So it's going to look like this. You're going to continue. and it's going to upload it. Okay, so you're going to see everything get uploaded here. And then I'm going to show you back on the Manage Ads page. Okay, so changes are all uploaded. Click on Done. We'll go back to Ads Manager and refresh it. And this is where you can kind of see and kind of watch how your ads are doing. Don't do this right away, guys. You're going to drive yourselves nuts. Give it about 12 hours, 24 hours to see the numbers really change. So don't look at the numbers after like an hour and say, oh, it's doing horribly, I'm going to cancel it right now. Give it time. So right now, this is the new campaign, new ad set that we created, recruiting new coaches. It's active. Sometimes it will say in review, meaning it's going to get reviewed by Facebook people to see if it meets the right criteria, and if not, they'll disapprove it. So click on recruiting new coaches or whatever your campaign name is, and then you can see all of your ad sets, and you can see they're all active. Here's the budget, here's the amount. Your results, like I said, give it time to see the numbers change. Obviously, it's just being put out there. So let's say that the cost for the first one here was like 25 cents, and this one down here was, say, 8 cents. I mostly, after 24 hours or more, I most likely will definitely keep the one that's 8 cents, and I will want to cancel the one that's 25 cents because it's not doing well cost-wise. So that's where these blue buttons come into play. You click on it, and it deactivates that ad set. Okay, so it's no longer running. I don't have to worry about it anymore. So now I only have one ad running for $3 a day. Okay, but honestly, since these weren't real ads, I'm going to cancel all of them, just so I don't get charged for not good sets. But if you wanted to, let's say that after a while you've created a whole bunch of different ads, maybe you want to go back and activate one of your old campaigns and one of your old ads that did really well, and you can put it back out there. However, once an ad is created, you cannot go in and change the text. So if it has a specific date or specifics that aren't relevant to the now time that you're putting that ad out, you most likely will have to create a whole new ad. So look at it first, make sure that the ad doesn't have anything like, hey, join me on December 15th, 2015, because we are not in 2015, we're not in December anymore. You want to make sure it's relevant for now. So that's where you can click on the blue, gray button and turn it blue if you want to activate it again. It might have to go through reapproval, it might not, it might automatically go active again, things like that, okay? I hope that made sense. I know there's a lot to this. I know it can be confusing for some people. It took us a long time, took me a long time to figure this out, those of us who did Jesse's training. So ask me questions if you need to. I am more than happy to answer questions about this. I do love running ads. I'm actually planning on creating a new one tomorrow. So again, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll get some good engagement. I'll actually stop sharing my page right now. Some good engagement on your future posts. So have a great night. I know maybe some of you are not going to watch this tonight, but I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.